on Channel 2, we now have Gardener's World. It's now 8 p.m. and time to meet the Thamesmen.
Hello! George, how are you?
I tell you, it's not the same seeing you in virtual life as opposed to a holiday.
I know, our vacation. Hello, everyone. You've reached the Thamesmen, the most amazing reaction channel on the internet.
I think we're evolving. We're a podcast with reactions, maybe. Is that what we are?
That's 100% what we are. Well said. I actually read that. Someone said, oh my God, you guys have got turned into a podcast. And the only reason is it takes us hours, not hours. It takes us quite a long time to get to the music. That's why. But
that's not intentional, though, is it?
I know, it's not intentional. Anyway, this week.
Oh, by the way, introductions.
Oh, after you, sir.
Well, English, we've got to be polite.
Absolutely.
I'm George. I'm in Los Angeles.
And I am Alexander, and I'm in San Francisco, California, Northern California, United States of America.
Hippie.
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we just came back from Mexico, didn't we?
We were in a funny little fishing village called Yalapa, which is south of Puerto Vallarta. And we had a, 5-day holiday?
Yep, we had a 5-day holiday, and Yalapa is, I think it's the mosquito capital of the world.
Well, and the giant bugs that are the most terrifying alien thing you've ever seen in your life that made Alex scream, which is impressive.
It was called, what was it called?
It was called a tailless whip scorpion, I think, or something like that, or whip tailless scorpion or something like that.
If you're worried about swearing, close your ears. Fucking huge bug.
Picture here. Or video here, even maybe.
That was near my. I went to too much information. I went to the toilet and opened the door. Well, we call it a door, more of a raffeta cover.
Yeah.
The jungle sounds all around, and I mean, just sweating and a cloud of mosquitoes. And I looked down at my foot, and there was that bug. I tell you what. I did scream, and I've got. I was sharing a bed with my little boy because and I basically just kicked him out of bed and got into bed.
I woke up in the morning and Alex had these tales of this alien creature that was this big with things that waved everywhere. And I was like, don't be ridiculous. It's just like a crab or something stupid like that. And I went into the cupboard under the stairs where we kept our money.
Because I said it was there. I told you it was there. It was. I heard it. Get all the silverware and jewelry and go in there.
And there it was. And it was freaking terrifying. But anyway,
we made it. We're back. We are nearly healthy.
Oh yeah, I got COVID. That was good. So that's nice. Yeah.
But you're so super fit. It hasn't touched you.
I kind of survived it. Yeah, it was all right. So
I thought it only was. I'm sorry if it has affected anyone. I really, truly am sorry. But I really are under the belief that it only killed fat.
Well, I'm bloody lucky then, aren't I?
No. You're super sorry about that if anyone has been affected. But I tell you, for the whole of COVID, soon as COVID, I never worked so hard on a treadmill in my life. But you, my sir, you must be very fit. It hasn't touched you at all.
Or having 4 vaccinations helped out, one or the other. But anyway, got lucky. So anyway, we've had a holiday. We're back. We're refreshed. What are we doing?
Well, because we have had a holiday, or shall we say in America, vacation. I thought this week we're going to pick holiday songs, summer songs. It is a summer of whatever because it's internet land. Might be winter for you in Australia, so
bad luck,
mate. But for the rest of us, including the Inuits, it's summer.
Summer all year. So good, excellent. And here's the thing. So we're going to do some tunes, and actually, Alex has written some notes.
I have written some notes. So the first summer track for this 2022 Rockaway Beach by the Ramones.
Oh, fantastic.
Love that. I love the Ramones. All right, so Rockaway Beach is a punk song that runs for a duration of 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Quite long for you, George. The Ramones were an American punk band that formed in New York City neighborhood of Forest Hills in 1974. God, that's early.
Wow.
Often cited as the first true punk rock group. Despite achieving only limited commercial success initially, the band was highly influential in Argentina, Brazil, most of South America, as well as Europe, including United Kingdom, Netherlands, Germany, Sweden, and Belgium. That basically that's the whole of Europe, isn't it?
Pretty much, you got it covered there. Yeah.
They were massive in England.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
All the band members adopted pseudonyms ending with the surname Ramone, although none of them were biologically related. They all look like they shared the same uncle.
They did, didn't they?
They shared the same bloody hairdresser. But the name was inspired by Paul McCartney, who would check into hotels as Paul Ramon. The Ramones performed 2,263 concerts, touring virtually non-stop for 22 years. In 1996, after a tour with the Lollapalooza Music Festival, they played a farewell concert in LA and disbanded in 2000. And by 2014, all the band were dead.
It was kind of tragic, really.
They toured themselves into the ground.
Yeah, and I remember. Anyway, let's talk about them afterwards because there's some little cool stuff about them. But anyway, let's talk about them afterwards. But I look forward to it because hey, it's only a 2-minute song. We've talked like twice as long as the song's going to be, aren't we?
All right, let's do it. You're right.
Yeah.
God, bloody headphones never know which way they go, left and right. I'm so dyslexic,
Does it matter?
No matter what ear. All right, okay. Rockaway Beach by the Ramones from the album Rocket to Russia. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tune and rhythm on my bubble go. The sun is out and I want some. It's not hard to reach. Reaching into Rockaway Beach. I'm on the roof, out on the street. Love it. Down in the playground, I have no creek. Boys, rock, it's too slow. The blast and the disco on the radio. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach. It's not hard to reach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach. It's not hard to reach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach. Tune and rhythm on my bubble go. The sun is out and I want some. It's not hard to reach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach. Up on the roof, out on the street, down in the playground, the hot concrete. Boys rock, it's too slow. And blast at the disco on the radio. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. We can interact with Rockaway Beach.
Yes. Perfect.
Absolute perfection. How? I mean, how long is that? That is 2 minutes and 6 seconds. How can they get so many hooks in to one song?
I don't know. And they did it with every song they ever did, really. That was their thing, wasn't it? They were just like pure energy for like 2 minutes. And then I remember, were you at Reading Rock when they played?
No, I wasn't.
No.
And I always thought this band was always going to be around forever. Everyone has seen them, and I never saw them.
And then they go and die. And but I saw them at Reading Rock and like did not, in my rock phase at the time, and didn't really know things. And they came on and they blew me away because they came on and they were these skinny Americans and they started playing and it was loud and it was furious, but they did not stop. They did a song and then they finished one song. They went 2, 3, 4 and then into the next song. And there was no break and it was fast and furious and just fantastic to see.
That song there is one of the, for me, I absolutely love that. It's one of the most perfect rock songs there is. Because it kicks out, it goes straight into a hook, and it's non-stop. And then they even manage to get down to a break where they're boom, 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 and it comes in. They have got every trick in the book in that song, and it is only 2 minutes 6 seconds. That is anyone who is songwriting trying to get one hook.
Yeah.
And they've got the whole song is full of hooks. It's amazing.
I always thought of them as quintessentially American in some regards, though. Yes. And I don't quite know why. I think the English punk of the time had a sneer to it, had a sort of like a slightly nastiness to it. And this has the energy, but it's sort of more like you said, this is a summertime song. We're doing for summer songs. This is kind of celebrating going down the beach and having a good time and going to Rockaway Beach or whatever it happens to be. And it doesn't have that slight same, I don't know.
I think it's better songwriting. I think it really
better
is
musicians.
And I can hear doo-wop in that. And I can actually hear when they're going rock, I can actually hear where the backing singers would go as well. But Jess, who people we know who should not be named, was at the dentist, very posh dentist in London, in the private Victorian house or whatever. The guy was very well spoken, speak like that, the family all died on the battlefield. Loved the Ramones. Would slam it up. It's kind of it came from New York and CBGBs, and it came from the grime of New York, but it was classless as well.
Yeah.
Everyone listens to Ramones because it's great songwriting. When the Sex Pistols, I'm sorry, it's not a real punk band. It's a put together boy band by Malcolm McLaren. Yeah. I reckon these guys are the real deal.
Yeah, it's weird how they all just finished themselves off or died at some point. It was like one after the other, really, wasn't it? But
I heard an audio tape. I'm such a geek of Lou Reed talking about just on a audio talking of when he first heard the Ramones.
Yeah. No bullshitting, and the same way they
doesn't build up, man. It's there.
No, it goes at full throttle from beginning to end. It starts, it ends, and then the next one. It starts and it's the same. It just goes sailing by.
That's such a great concept, man.
That's no kidding. Now you hit the nail on the head. They're crazy. That is, without doubt, the most fantastic thing you've ever played. Bar none.
Total respect from Lou Reed, which is my New York urban poet hero.
That's your benchmark, really, isn't it?
He is the New York's greatest urban poet, and Anyway, absolutely fantastic, and I still as relevant and as fun to listen to today. Has not aged at all. In fact, it's got better.
Yeah, no, I think so. Yeah. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. So good choice. I think it's a good summer tune for your summer playlists. Get out there, a bit of Ramones.
What will be next for the summer? We should put, I tell you what. All right. What we'll do is we're going to put a summer Thamesmen Spotify list together of these tracks. Okay. There's only going to be 4 of them, 5 of them, whatever. It's just our little summer tune. And for your
delectation.
For your barbecue. We'll put it in the description below. All right, fantastic. What will be the next summer song?
I don't know. Whatever YouTube lets us put out there, probably.
All right. See you next.
See you on the flip side.